Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining the Scammania County Chamber's Discover Portugal Tour presentation. I'm Eddie, and I'll guide you through the exciting itinerary we have planned for this 9-day adventure in Portugal. Today, I'll walk you through each day of the trip, highlight the cultural and culinary experiences awaiting you, optional excursions you can add, and some useful travel tips. By the end of this session, you'll be well prepared and even more excited about discovering Portugal together. Portugal is located on the Iberian Peninsula in southwestern Europe, bordered by Spain and the Atlantic Ocean. The Portuguese are known for their warm hospitality, rich cultural heritage, and love for traditional music like fado. Portugal boasts a rich history as a global maritime power, with explorers like Vasco da Gama leading the age of discoveries in the 15th and 16th centuries. The country has places like Lisbon, Porto, Sintra, the Douro Valley, Algarve, Évora, Madeira offer a mix of history, culture, natural beauty, and unique experiences, few of which we have included in your tour. Indus Travel. Established in 2001, our tour operator, Indus Travels, has over 2 decades of experience in delivering quality tours. They are an award-winning company with offices in North America and worldwide connections. Reputation and credentials. Indus holds an A+ rating with the BBB and has earned a Gold Star independent review rating on FIFO, reflecting excellent customer satisfaction. The team consists of knowledgeable travel experts ready to assist you. Licensed and reliable. Indus is fully licensed under the California Registrar of Travel, USA, and Consumer Protection BC, Canada. As a privately owned company, they make quick decisions and put customer safety and experience first. We're in good hands for this journey. Now that you know who's behind the tour, let's talk about preparation. Safety first, always. When you travel with us in a group, we handle all the details, so you can relax, have fun, and make memories while we take care of your safety. See it all. Our group tours hit every must-see spot. From famous landmarks to hidden gems, you won't miss a thing. Get more for less. Group tours come with exclusive discounts, more savings, more adventures, and more value for your travel budget. Why go solo? Join a group for safety, convenience, and unbeatable deals. Let's make your travel unforgettable together. Embrace the spirit of adventure with Indus Tours. At Indus Tours, we believe travel is about more than just visiting new places. It's about the joy of discovery, creating lasting memories, and embracing new experiences. Accessible for everyone. Our tours are designed for all travelers. You don't have to be a super athlete to join us. While some walking is required to explore monuments and landmarks, you can enjoy each destination at your own pace. Flexibility and fun. Our itineraries are packed with exciting inclusions, giving you the option to dive into activities or simply relax for the day. Laughter and memories. Whether you're trying a local dish, exploring a hidden gem, or participating in a cultural activity, you're guaranteed to have fun with your fellow travelers and our experienced local guides. At Indus, we're all about having fun and making every moment count. So come with an open mind and return with wow-worthy memories. When you travel with us, you're in great hands. Our local guides are passionate about their hometowns and eager to share all the fun facts and secrets. They're not just experts in history, culture, and traditions, but also bring their personal stories and experiences that you won't find in any guidebook. Whether you're into art, history, or just love food, they'll make your journey memorable and full of surprises. So be ready for more than just sightseeing. You'll be on an adventure that blends local charm, knowledge, and a whole lot of fun. When visiting Portugal, expect to find a cuisine heavily based on fresh seafood, particularly sardines and salted cod, bacalhau, alongside dishes like grilled meats, hearty stews, and the famous custard pastry pastel de nata, all influenced by the country's geography and history. Some key dishes include caldo verde, kale soup, cataplana, seafood stew, sardinhas asadas, grilled sardines, and carne de porco e alentejana, pork with clams. And so, let's look at discovering Portugal with This is a 9 days tour where we leave USA on October 15th. We will be visiting cities of Lisbon, Óbidos, Nazaré, Batalha, Coimbra, Aveiro, Porto Fatima before finishing in Lisbon. This tour will cost $2,799, and if someone wishes to have the room all to themselves, they can do this with an added supplement. Travel in style on our modern, air-conditioned coaches, where comfort meets convenience. With travel times of just 1.5 to 3 hours max, you'll have plenty of time to explore stunning towns and natural wonders. Need to stretch your legs? We've got scenic stops along the way. Plus, traveling as a group means you'll be sharing the journey with like-minded travelers, making new friends and creating unforgettable memories. Whether you're snapping pics, cracking jokes, or just soaking in the sights, you're guaranteed a fun, relaxed, and memorable adventure that'll have you smiling all the way home. So your bags are packed, you are all ready to go. The adventure begins with an overnight flight from USA to Lisbon. You can spend time with meals and the onboard services, catch on sleep that will charge you, as you make your way to one of Europe's most captivating cities. Bom dia, good morning. We land in Lisbon and clear customs. Upon arrival at Lisbon International Airport, an Indus representative will meet us and transfer everyone to our hotel. You'll check in for a 2-night stay in Lisbon's city center. Our planned hotel is the Hotel Marques de Pombal, a comfortable 4-star property in a great location. The rest of day 2 is free for you to relax and explore at leisure after the long flight. You might take a stroll around the neighborhood, grab a coffee, or just rest at the hotel. Since we'll be adjusting to the time change, we've kept the schedule light today. If you're feeling up to it, wander the streets near the hotel. Perhaps walk down Avenida de Liberdade or visit a nearby cafe for your first taste of Portuguese coffee and a pastry. Travel tip. It's a good idea to stay active and get some sunlight to help adjust your internal clock. Tonight, get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow, we hit the ground running with our Lisbon City tour. After breakfast on day 3, we set out on a guided sightseeing tour of Lisbon, a city of 7 hills and endless charm. Highlights of our morning will include Belém district. We'll visit Belém, an area linked to Portugal's Age of Discovery. Here we'll admire the 16th century Jerónimos Monastery, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. An impressive Manueline-style monastery where explorer Vasco da Gama is entombed. Pastel de Belém. While in Belém, we get to taste the original pastel de nata custard tart at the famous Antiga Confeitaria de Belém bakery, operating since 1837. This is a must-try Portuguese treat, warm, creamy, and dusted with cinnamon. We'll also see the iconic Belém Tower from the outside by the Tagus River, a historic fortress and symbol of Lisbon, and the monument to the discoveries. City landmarks. The tour will introduce other key areas of Lisbon. Time permitting, we'll drive by the waterfront Praça do Comércio, the elegant Chiado district, etc., before returning to the hotel around lunchtime. The afternoon of day 3 is unscheduled for you to enjoy at your leisure. You might choose to continue exploring. For example, take the historic Tram 28, up through the old Alfama district, or visit the São Jorge Castle for panoramic views. Recommended excursion. We highly recommend a visit to Sintra this afternoon if you're up for it. Sintra is a fairy tale town in the hills outside Lisbon, known for its colorful Pina Palace and charming village center. It's about 30 minutes away. More on an optional guided tour to Sintra in a moment. Or simply relax. Enjoy a leisurely late lunch, do some shopping, or perhaps visit a museum like the Tile Museum or Calouste Gulbenkian Museum if you're interested. Optional tours for day 3. If you want to enrich your Lisbon experience, several exciting optional tours are available this afternoon/evening, additional cost. You can decide in advance or even on the spot, availability permitting. Here are a few options. Half-day Sintra, Cascais, and Estoril tour, $100 per person, a guided 5-hour trip to the romantic town of Sintra, UNESCO site, the chic seaside village of Cascais, and a drive along the Estoril coast. This tour departs around 2:15 p.m. and returns by 7:30 p.m. You'll tour Sintra's National Palace, see Cabo de Roca, the westernmost point of Europe, weather permitting, and enjoy ocean views along the coast. It's a great way to see more outside Lisbon in one afternoon. Note, a version with hotel pickup is available for approximately $150 if you prefer not to meet at the departure point. Lisbon Seven Hills. Electric bike tour, $65 per person. A fun 2-hour e-bike tour around 3 p.m. Perfect for tackling Lisbon's steep hills. With electric assist, you'll effortlessly reach scenic viewpoints like the castle, Castelo de São Jorge, and Miradura da Senhora do Monte. Explore historic neighborhoods, Alfama, Graça, with a local guide, and enjoy an active adventure without breaking a sweat. Live Fado Show in Chiado, $45 per person. An evening option, about 7 to 8 p.m., to experience Fado, the soulful traditional music of Portugal. This ticket gets you an hour-long live performance in a theater setting in the Chiado district. You'll listen to both male and female vocalists accompanied by Portuguese guitar, a moving cultural experience that gives you a taste of Lisbon's musical heritage. Transfers not included, but the venue is easy to reach by taxi or on foot. Lisbon Sunset Boat Cruise, $70 per person, a relaxing 2-hour sail on the Tagus River, usually 3 to 5 p.m., with drinks and snacks included. From the water, you'll get amazing views of Lisbon's skyline and monuments as the sun starts to lower. A glass of Portuguese sparkling wine in hand, gentle breezes. A lovely way to spend the afternoon. Hotel transfer version available at $125 per person if you prefer pickup. Gastronomic and cultural walking tour, $145 per person. A 4-hour private tour, minimum 4 people, that combines a guided walk through Lisbon's historic districts with 10 tastings of Portuguese snacks and dishes. Essentially, a food tour where you learn about the city's history and food culture at the same time. Depart around 2:30 p.m., finish by 6:30 p.m., comfortably full. There's also an option with hotel transfers, $195. This is perfect for foodies who want an immersive culinary adventure. Feel free to choose any of these optional activities or none at all. It's your vacation. We'll help with arrangements for those who are interested. In any case, the evening is yours to enjoy in Lisbon. Perhaps have dinner in the Bairro Alto or along the waterfront. Overnight in Lisbon. For those looking for a more relaxed and scenic experience, we have an optional 2-hour boat tour of Lisbon. After being picked up from your hotel, you'll meet your friendly crew at the harbor, where you'll board the vessel and find a comfortable spot to sit back and enjoy the ride. As we sail along the smooth waters of the Tagus River, you'll have a chance to take in some of the most striking views of Lisbon from a unique perspective. The gentle motion of the boat, along with the stunning city skyline, makes for a serene and memorable experience. Drinks and light snacks are provided on board, ensuring a pleasant and enjoyable journey. For a truly authentic Portuguese experience, we offer an optional 1-hour live fado show in Lisbon's historic Chiado district. Fado is the traditional music genre of Portugal, characterized by its melancholic and soulful tunes. This performance showcases the emotional depth of Portuguese culture through the voices of both female and male singers, accompanied by acoustic guitarists. The show takes place at the beautifully restored Teatro Gimnasio, creating an intimate and captivating setting. As you listen to the poignant melodies, you'll feel the essence of saudade, a unique Portuguese expression of longing and emotion, making this a powerful and unforgettable part of your visit to Lisbon. For food lovers and cultural enthusiasts, we offer an optional 4-hour gastronomic and cultural tour in Lisbon. This tour not only explores the historic district of the city, but also takes you on a journey through Portuguese cuisine. You'll be guided through the charming streets of Lisbon, stopping at local spots to taste a variety of traditional Portuguese dishes. With 10 tastings included, this tour offers the perfect mix of culture and gastronomy, allowing you to fully immerse yourself in Lisbon's rich culinary heritage. From savory bites to sweet treats, you'll get a true taste of the city's flavors while learning about its history. A perfect way to connect with Lisbon through your taste buds. On day 4, we check out of our Lisbon hotel and journey north through Portugal's heartland, visiting several unique places. Óbidos. Our first stop is the medieval walled town of Óbidos, about an hour from Lisbon. Óbidos is postcard-perfect Portugal. Narrow cobblestone streets, whitewashed houses with colorful trim, bougainvillea draping the walls, and an imposing hilltop castle that once defended the region. We'll stroll through the village. You might sample the local cherry liqueur, ginginha, served in a chocolate cup, a local specialty. This town is also known for its handicrafts, so it's a nice place to pick up a souvenir. Nazaré. Next, we continue to Nazaré, a traditional fishing village on the Atlantic coast. Nazaré has a beautiful beach and is famous for its towering waves. Some of the world's biggest surfable waves, occasionally 30 meters, 100 feet high in winter. While we likely won't see such giants in October, the ocean views are stunning. We'll visit a clifftop viewpoint, Satio, to look over the town and learn about Nazaré's fishing traditions. You might spot the local fishermen's wives in their 7-layered skirts, selling dried fish. Batalha. Our journey continues inland to Batalha, home of the monastery of Santa Maria da Vitória. This 14th century Gothic masterpiece, another UNESCO World Heritage Site, was built to commemorate a battle victory. We'll admire the intricate stonework of this monastery. There will be time for photos and a brief visit inside to see the founder's chapel and unfinished chapels. Batalha Monastery is considered one of Portugal's greatest architectural achievements. Fatima. By late afternoon, we arrive in Fatima, our final destination for the day. Fatima is one of the most important Catholic pilgrimage sites in the world. This is where 3 shepherd children reported apparitions of the Virgin Mary in 1917, an event that draws millions of pilgrims each year. We'll visit the sanctuary of Our Lady of Fatima, including the vast torch-lined esplanade and the basilica. It's a moving and serene place, even for non-religious visitors. In the evening, you may witness pilgrims praying the rosary or a candlelight procession, often held nightly. We spend the night in Fatima, Hotel Santa Maria or similar, conveniently located near the shrine. After this full day of sightseeing, enjoy dinner on your own. Perhaps try a hearty Portuguese stew or roasted cod in one of Fatima's local restaurants, and get some rest overnight in Fatima. Morning in Fatima. Day 5 begins with a free morning in Fatima. You'll have time to explore the sanctuary at your own pace or attend a morning mass if you wish. The complex includes multiple chapels and the huge modern Church of the Holy Trinity. You might also visit Aljustrel, the small village just outside Fatima, where the 3 visionary children, Lucia, Jacinta, and Francisco, lived. Seeing their homes offers insight into the humble beginnings of this famous story. It's a peaceful start to the day, and a chance for reflection or prayer for those interested. By late morning, we depart Fatima and travel toward the coast again, heading to Aveiro. Aveiro, welcome to Aveiro, often called the Venice of Portugal. This charming town is known for its network of canals traversed by colorful boats called moliceiros. Upon arrival, we'll have free time to wander. Highly recommended. Take a short moliceiro boat tour along the canals. Optional, a small fee, to admire Aveiro's lovely Art Nouveau buildings and learn about the city's old salt harvesting industry. On land, don't miss trying ovos moles, Aveiro's signature sweet, made of egg yolk and sugar, often sold in wooden barrels or wrapped in rice paper in the shape of shells. They're quite sweet but very traditional. Enjoy the quaint streets, maybe pop into a shop for ceramics or browse the fish market. Porto. After enjoying Aveiro, we continue north, and by afternoon we reach Porto. Portugal's second largest city and one of Europe's most beautiful coastal cities. Porto sits along the Douro River and is famed for its port wine, historic center, and vibrant atmosphere. We'll check into our Porto hotel, Hotel Axis Porto or similar, for a two-night stay. The rest of the day is at leisure in Porto. You might take a walk to get acquainted with the area, perhaps stroll along the Cais da Ribeira, the riverfront promenade, for stunning views of the Douro and the picturesque skyline of Vila Nova de Gaia across the water, where the port wine cellars are located. This evening, feel free to explore Porto's dining scene. You could try a francesinha, Porto's famous hearty sandwich, or fresh seafood. Don't forget to sample some port wine, maybe at a riverside cafe as the sun sets, overnight in Porto. Afterward, head to Aveiro, known as the Venice of Portugal, where you can take a moleteiro boat tour or try local pastries. Finally, travel to Porto, where you'll check into your hotel and have the rest of the day at leisure. Jardins do Palácio de Cristal, Gardens Bottom, Douro River. On day 6, we embark on a city tour of Porto, situated on the Douro River, known for its rich history and famous wine cellars. Whether it's exploring Porto's rich cultural history or savoring its culinary delights, there's something for everyone. With the afternoon at leisure, guests can enjoy optional tours such as a tuk-tuk ride and boat cruise or a private food tour to experience the flavors of Porto. In Porto, we offer a unique optional tour that combines two exciting experiences. First, explore the charming streets of Porto in a tuk-tuk, a fun and eco-friendly way to see the city. As you ride through the historic areas, you'll learn about Porto's rich wine history and its many landmarks. After the tuk-tuk ride, you'll embark on a scenic one-hour boat ride along the breathtaking Douro River. This cruise offers stunning views of the city and the iconic 6 bridges that span the river. It's the perfect way to experience Porto from both land and water, making this a truly memorable part of your trip. Here we discover Porto's culinary secrets to immerse yourself in Porto's vibrant food scene with a local guide leading you through its authentic flavors. Enjoy a perfect mix of sweet and savory bites for a full culinary experience. Visit the bustling Bolão food market, currently in its temporary space, to explore the heart of Porto's food culture. Sample wines from Portugal's undiscovered regions, uncovering hidden gems. Experience a mix of local hotspots and hidden gems for an unforgettable food adventure. After this, the only advice one can give you is that you come hungry with a huge appetite. After breakfast on day 7, we bid adieu to Porto and drive south towards Lisbon. Midway, we'll stop in the illustrious city of Coimbra for a visit. Coimbra, Portugal's historic university. Coimbra is often called the City of Students because it's home to the oldest university in Portugal, founded in 1290, and one of the oldest in all of Europe. This university, perched on a hilltop, was once the residence of Portuguese kings and is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, particularly famous for its stunning Baroque library, the Biblioteca Joanina. In Coimbra, you'll have free time to explore. You may choose to climb up to the university campus, the old royal palace. If so, consider taking a peek into the library. If open, entrance fee applies, but it's considered one of the most beautiful libraries in the world. Even from the outside, the university square offers great views and a sense of history. Strolling through Coimbra's old town is a delight. Steep medieval streets, the historic Coimbra Cathedral, Sevilla, and lively student atmosphere. Enjoy the street life. You might hear Fado de Coimbra being played. Coimbra has its own style of fado, traditionally sung by male students in black capes. We recommend grabbing lunch here. Perhaps try the local chanfana, goat stew, or the unique pastel de Santa Clara, an egg yolk pastry named after the convent. Coimbra sits on the Mondego River, so if time permits, walk down to the riverfront for a different perspective of the city's hillside layout. After our stop in Coimbra, we'll continue the drive to Lisbon, about 2 hours further south. By late afternoon or early evening, we arrive back in Lisbon, coming full circle on our tour. We check in once again to Hotel Marquês de Pombal, or similar, for our final 2 nights. The evening on day 7 is free in Lisbon. You might be tired from the journey, so take it easy. Or if you have a second wind, Lisbon always has more to offer. Maybe catch a live fado in Alfama or do a nighttime stroll in the Baixa district. Overnight in Lisbon. We've kept day 8 open as a free day in Lisbon. This is your chance to do anything you felt you missed at the start of the trip or to delve deeper into what interests you most. Some suggestions for your free day. Explore Alfama. Wander the narrow, winding streets of Lisbon's oldest district, Alfama. This charming quarter survived the 1755 earthquake and retains a maze-like medieval layout. Get lost in the alleyways, discover tucked-away courtyards, and see local life. Don't miss the Lisbon Cathedral, say, on the edge of Alfama. It's the city's oldest church, 12th century. Climb up to the Miraduro de Santa Lucia, a beautiful terrace with tile mosaics and bougainvillea, offering panoramic views of the red rooftops and the Tagus River. It's a perfect spot for photos. Further up, the São Jorge Castle is another great visit for history and views. Museums or neighborhoods. If museums are your thing, consider the Calouste Gulbenkian Museum, a world-class art collection, or the National Tile Museum, dedicated to Portugal's famous azulejo tiles. For contemporary culture, the LX Factory in Alcântara is a trendy hub of shops, street art, and cafes. Or venture to Parque das Nações, the modern district from Expo 98, to see the Oceanarium or ride a cable car along the waterfront. Culinary adventures. Today is also great for more culinary exploration. Perhaps take a cooking class or simply eat your way through the city. Try a bifana garlic pork sandwich. For lunch, or visit the Time Out Market, a huge food hall with many of Lisbon's best eateries in one place. Don't forget to have a gelato or another pastry. You've earned it after all the walking. Last-minute shopping. This is also your chance for any shopping you want to do before heading home. Popular Portuguese souvenirs include cork products. Portugal is a top cork producer. You'll find bags, coasters, etc. Ceramics, like hand-painted tiles and pottery. Port wine or local liquors, Ginginha cherry liqueur from Abados, for example. And embroidery or lace, especially from northern Portugal. The Baixa and Chiado districts have plenty of shops. Just remember airline luggage restrictions for liquids if you buy wine olive oil. You may want to pack it well in checked baggage or have it shipped. This is our final day. After breakfast at the hotel, check out, and we will transfer you to Lisbon Airport for your return flight home. Our group transfer will be timed according to the main flight's departure schedule. If you've arranged your own flights, we'll ensure you have the info to get to the airport as well. Typically, you should be at the airport about 3 hours before an international flight, so expect an early start if you have a morning flight. We'll say our goodbyes at the airport. Obrigada, obrigado, thank you, for traveling with us. We hope you'll leave Portugal with unforgettable memories, new friends, and perhaps a few souvenirs and stories to share. End of our services, but hopefully the start of many more travels for you. Have a safe flight back to the USA. Passport and entry. To travel to Portugal, Canadian and U.S. citizens currently do not need a visa for short tourist stays, up to 90 days in Schengen area. Ensure your passport is valid for at least 6 months after return date. Portugal is part of the Schengen zone, so this trip covers your entry for all of Schengen. However, starting in 2024, travelers from visa-exempt countries like Canada, USA, will need to register online for ETIAS, Electronic Travel Information and Authorization System, prior to travel. ETIAS is a quick electronic authorization, similar to the US ESTA, and will be mandatory from 2025. We'll keep you updated on this requirement as it comes into effect, and assist you with any information needed to complete it. Currency. Portugal uses the euro. As of now, the exchange rate is roughly €1 equals 1.56 Canadian dollars. Approximately €1 equals 1.12 US dollars. We recommend obtaining some euros before departure or withdrawing from ATMs in Portugal for the best rates. Credit and debit cards are widely accepted in cities, Visa and MasterCard mainly, Amex less so. but it's good to have some cash for small vendors, tips, or rural areas. Inform your bank of travel dates to avoid any card blocks. Budgeting, many meals, breakfasts are included, but you'll want to budget for lunches, dinners, and personal expenses. Eating out in Portugal can be quite affordable. You might spend 10 to 20 euros for a nice meal at a casual restaurant, or more for fine dining. Street food and bakeries offer tasty, cheap eats. A pastel de nata might be 1 to 2 euros. Also, budget for any optional tours you plan to join and for souvenir shopping. Packing. Cash G cards. Carry a mix of payment methods. ATMs are common, and you can use your debit card. Look for multi-banco ATMs. Carry small bills and coins for things like cafe tips or market purchases. Traveler's tip. Keep your cash and cards secure. Use a money belt or inside zip pocket, especially in busy tourist areas, as petty theft can happen. Pack comfortable clothing and shoes. We'll be doing a fair amount of walking, cobblestone streets in towns like Abados and Porto, so bring your favorite broken-in walking shoes or sneakers. October in Portugal is fall, so layers are key. Bring t-shirts or light tops for warm afternoons, as well as a light jacket or sweater for cooler evenings. A compact umbrella or rain jacket is wise, as there could be occasional rain. Also, since we'll visit religious sites, like Fatima or churches, having one outfit that covers shoulders and knees is respectful, e.g. long pants and a shawl or cardigan for ladies. Though Portugal is not super strict, it's courteous in sacred places. Don't forget essentials like your medications, in original packaging, sunglasses, hat, and sunscreen. The sun can still be strong. Luggage. You are generally allowed one checked bag and one carry-on with the group airfare. Weight limits vary, approximately 23 kilograms for checked. Pack light if you can, because we will be moving from hotel to hotel. A small day pack is handy for daily excursions to carry water, camera, and personal items. We have porters at hotels in some cases, but you should be able to handle your own luggage short distances, so a suitcase with wheels is recommended. Electricity. In Portugal, the electricity is 230 volts, 50 hertz. Plugs are Type C or F, the standard European 2-round prong plugs. Bring a plug adapter so you can plug your North American devices into European outlets. A universal adapter or a specific Europe adapter will work. Also note the voltage. Many travel electronics, phone chargers, camera chargers, laptops, are dual voltage, 110 to 240 volts. Just check the fine print on your device or charger. These will work in Portugal with just the adapter. High-powered devices like hair dryers or curling irons might not be dual voltage. For those, you'd need a voltage converter. Or better yet, leave them and use the hotel hairdryer to avoid blowing a fuse. Charging devices. Don't forget your charging cables and maybe a portable battery pack for your phone. Useful during long touring days. Hotels will have outlets, but sometimes not many. So an adapter with multiple USB ports can be a lifesaver if you have several devices. Portugal's standard voltage is 230 volts, and the standard frequency is 50 hertz. Portugal uses Type F electrical plugs with 2 round pins and grounding contacts. So it would be best to have a universal adapter with a voltage converter, unless your devices are dual voltage. Travel tips, weather and climate. October. Weather, we chose October as it's a lovely time in Portugal, generally mild and pleasant. The average high temperature in Lisbon in October is about 23 degrees Celsius, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, and the average low is 15 degrees Celsius, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Northern areas, Porto, might be a couple of degrees cooler, especially at night, so you can expect warm afternoons and cooler nights. Layering your clothing will be important. Rain. October does see a bit of rain as autumn sets in. It's typically not a heavy rainy season, but plan for a few showers. A lightweight rain jacket or travel umbrella is recommended. If it rains, we'll adjust with indoor activities as needed. Museums, cafes. Sometimes a rainy day makes for the best cultural experiences. Daylight. The days are getting shorter in October. Expect sunrise around 7:30 a.m. and sunset around 7 p.m. in Lisbon at the start of the trip, and about 6:30 p.m. by late October. So we'll have ample daylight for touring, but evenings will be dark, good for enjoying the illuminated cityscapes, or an evening fado show. Ocean breeze. Coastal areas like Nazaré, Cascais, and even Lisbon's waterfront can be breezy. A light windbreaker or scarf can be handy for those seaside breezes. In the interior, Fatima, Coimbra, the weather is usually calm. Packing for weather. In summary, pack a bit of everything. T-shirts and pants, a warm layer, fleece or sweater, a light jacket, umbrella, and comfortable rain-resistant shoes. This will keep you prepared for any weather swings. And don't worry. If you forget something, Portugal has plenty of shops where you can buy an extra sweater or umbrella. Tipping guidelines. Tipping in Portugal is appreciated but not as formalized as in North America. However, since we're a group and we'll have dedicated drivers and guides, we do suggest the following as a friendly gesture for great service. For our coach driver, about 5 Canadian dollars per person per day, approximately 3 to 4 euros, is a good guideline. For our local guides who conduct city tours or full-day tours, about 10 Canadian dollars per person per day, around 7 euros, is customary. At restaurants, check if a service charge is included. If not, leaving 5 to 10% of the bill as a tip is typical for good service. For small cafe bills, locals often just round up a euro or two. In taxis, you can round up to the next euro. Keep some coins handy for hotel porters or anyone you feel went above and beyond. These tips are voluntary and based on your satisfaction, but they do help supplement wages and show appreciation. Thank you for your attention throughout this presentation. Portugal awaits with its breathtaking cityscapes, world-famous cuisine, beautiful beaches, and legendary attractions. From the cobbled streets of Lisbon to the Douro River views of Porto, from medieval castles to seaside villages, we will experience a fantastic blend of culture, history, and fun. I hope these notes have given you a clear picture of the journey ahead. If you have any questions, now is the time. I'm happy to clarify details about the itinerary, optional tours, packing, or anything else. After the Q&A, you're welcome to reach out to us individually if you think of something later. We're thrilled to have you joining this adventure. It's going to be an unforgettable trip, filled with delicious food, rich culture, and great company. Thank you, and I look forward to discovering Portugal with you all.